What's up, guys? This is Seville with another action figure review. Today, I'm going to talk about Kurt Angle from the WWE Elite Collection, series number 59. This figure is based on his appearance at WrestleMania 19 when he put the WWE Championship on the line against Brock Lesnar. If you can give me just a minute, I'll have him out of his box. Just real quick before we get back to it, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and comment below. And if you want to see more from me, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Now that he's out of the box, I'll give him another spin so that you can see him all the way around. As usual with the main Elite line, he does include a figure stand with art by Rob Schamberger. His other accessories include the gold medals that he's currently wearing and the red hoodie. While this is his first figure in the main Elite Collection, he did also have one as an entrance crate. And this new figure is basically just a repaint of that one with a new head. And now, let's take a closer look. Firstly, the gold medals are separate pieces and can be removed individually. The bands are pretty flexible and just come right over his head. Along with that, he also has the hoodie, which is pretty easy to slip over, and looks pretty cool all the way around. There's not really any sort of Velcro or anything to help keep it closed, so if you have him wearing it, it's pretty much going to be hanging loose, kind of like this. Back to the main figure though, I do think Mattel did a pretty good job capturing Kurt's likeness, at least on this figure. Some of his recent basic ones haven't been very accurate, but this one's close enough to not leave any doubts of who it is. Moving down the body, since he is supposed to be wearing spandex, there's not a whole lot of texture differences on him, but the red outlines on his tights are raised just enough that you can feel the difference between those and his body. But once you get past his waist, that changes. Everything else is just painted on. Speaking of the paint, there are a handful of errors here and there, with a little bit of spillage and some of it not quite lining up from one part to the next, and some of the seams being a little more apparent than they should be. But at a distance, most of that is hardly noticeable. Articulation-wise, he's pretty standard for the current Elites, with his neck turning side to side, the shoulders spin all the way around as well as move outward, the biceps have full rotation, and of course, there's only the one elbow joint. Then the wrists have full rotation and the up and down movement. The ab crunch can lean down pretty far, and the waist spins all the way around. The legs can kick outward pretty well, and also do okay forward. He does have rotation in the thigh, and there are double knee joints, but the knee pad is a bit of a hindrance. And finally, he does have full calf rotation, and a good bit of ankle movement. With all that said, it's time to run through my 10 guidelines for a complete and fair review. He does have more than 20 points of articulation, and has some nice details in the sculpt. I do think this is the most accurate version of the character, but it does reuse a lot of parts to get to that point. It is in scale with the other characters, and it's not too fragile. He's been pretty easy to keep balanced so far, and he does include a few accessories. The price point being just below $20 is fair, and he was pretty easy to find in most stores. With the only strike against him being the reuse of the same body from the entrance rate, I have to go ahead and limit him to a 4-star rating, meaning he is awesome and still worth owning for casual fans. But in all honesty, if I had to pick one or the other, I do think this one is the better of the two. Having better accessories, seemingly more accurate, and a cheaper price point. So if you only get one Kurt Angle figure, I think this is the one to get. If you like this video, and you haven't already subscribed, please do so in order to be notified about my next review covering the SummerSlam edition of Seth Rollins. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.